In the previous video, we discussed formal letter and we talk about the major features of formal letter, how to write a formal letter, and the features and some rules you need to consider before writing a very good formal letter, especially for exam purpose. Now we are going to be looking at some of the past questions, Cambridge International Exam, West Africa Senior School Certificate Examination WASSCE, then the NECO National Examination Council examination we write in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. And also we are going to be looking at past question in other English professional exams that involve the use of letter writing. Now we'll be focusing on formal letter also, looking at the questions and answering the questions. We have a lot of samples here. Now this is one of the questions we are going to be treating. This one is from West Africa Senior School Certificate Examination. The questions are going to be used to address the issue of student having low score in letter writing, probably because of the new changes, the realities in the society, where we have a lot of social media applications and then the advance of technology and the internet, where many people do not engage in letter writing anymore. Rather, it could be a chat or a call to somebody, either formal or informal person. So let's look at this question, then we look at other questions. Now this question says, this is West African Senior School Certificate Examination 2018. Write a letter to the chairman of the Environmental Protection Agency on the effect of illegal felling of trees and suggest ways to remedy the situation. Now this question wants you to write a formal letter, and know that before attempting the question, note that you are required to write a formal letter, and make sure that all the features of formal letter are applied. That is, you have to write two addresses, your own address and the address of the receiver. And then in this situation, salutation, you can use dear sir. And then title to be coined from the question. And then looking at this question carefully, you can suggest a title, illegal felling of trees, and ways to curb the situation. Indiscriminate felling of trees and ways to remedy the situation. And you can suggest other similar title. And then the body of the letter, concluding salutation and name of the writer and office if there is any. If you are the secretary or maybe the senior prefect in your school or holding a position, you can also add your office. Let's say Daniel Jones, library prefect, maybe for high school, secondary school. Now look at the sample answer to the question. I try to write this number 48 Egbe Road, Sabongeri, Kano State. And this Kano State is located in Nigeria. Now I chose this address because I wish to include those who are not even students. So I intentionally do not use the address of a school. Now you can see the effect of illegal felling of trees. It should be illegal felling of tree. Illegal felling of tree, okay? So if you do mistake either when you look at it, illegal felling of trees, and ways to remedy the situation. Okay, so I start this letter in a very simple form. For some of you, if you have watched the previous video, you see that we started the letter by congratulating the Commissioner for Education. That the writing is more professional, but I decided to use another format in this one so that you will not be stereotyped to one format of writing. Now look at the first paragraph. Permit me some time to to in your I think also there is something like this. It should be permit me some time. Now look at it. Permit me some time in your busy schedule to draw your attention to the caption as stated above. Numerous among people in different communities, especially those in remote areas, felling of trees have serious effect or consequences that can cripple us in the number of ways. Now, the person writing the letter is showing us that he is in the in the rural area. Okay, he is in the rural area, and it is very, very, very important for him to address the issue of felling of trees. Now, illegal felling of trees can result in damaging deforestation, such that the harsh effect of climate change today can cause further ozone layer depletion. Now, that is, he has addressed one of the effects of felling of tree. Now, let's see another one. Increase the water level. It's also increase the water level. For this reason, the United Nations organization is actively encouraging every nation to promote afforestation. Therefore, illegal felling of tree is bad. Now, this is another point. Let's go to another point. Also, illegal felling of tree can cause severe damage to our environment. Areas with exposed soil can suffer problems of erosion. Such problems can result in gullies or ravine, and also soil fertility rate can depreciate. Now you can pause the video and read the whole of the paragraphs. That is the whole of this slide page. Now, one thing I want to draw your attention to is that when you are writing, make sure you use words like, don't be starting a paragraph with illegal felling of tree, illegal felling of tree. You can be using words like also, furthermore, beside, in addition, and you can also use words like however, moreover, that are in situation where you are bringing another idea which may not directly support the idea you are trying to advocate for in this response to the question. Now we have that slide, the previous slide talked about the effect. Now look at this profile solution. This slide from paragraph 1 to the third paragraph, the last paragraph, talks about the solution to the problem. Now, there are ways to provide solution to this unhealthy development. Now, I'm trying to bring out some of the ways. The government should launch an enlightenment campaign of the devastating effects of illegal felling of tree so that the public will understand the dangers of such criminal activities. Now, this is one of the ways. And then you can bring more. Like here, I brought only 4 ways. You can also bring more. And then when you bring, you can make it very simpler so that the person reading it, the examiner, will be able to understand you well. Now look at the next paragraph. Besides, the government should provide adequate security in such forests or woodlands to prevent the continuation of illegal felling of trees. Local vigilante group should be constituted to check such criminal activities among the inhabitants, among the people living as well. So daily security commitment should be encouraged also until such illegal activities stopped. Yes, you can see these are other points. Security in the forest, engaging local vigilante, and then daily checking of the activities in the forest to discourage illegal felling of tree. Now, in conclusion, the government should also promote tree planting in the areas that the deforestation has taken place. All this can help the government to remedy the situation. Now, encouraging tree planting, that is afforestation, will also help in building forest, in protecting trees, in preserving forest. So you can see how I attempt this question. Yours faithfully, Owen Joseph. You can also add signature. Okay. Now, in the next video, we are going to be discussing another question. Now, see these questions. I want you to look at them and also attempt to answer maybe one or two of them, and then make sure you subscribe to the channel so that when the new video is uploaded, you will be able to get notified. You will be notified. Now look at this question one. The electricity supply in our school has been irregular. As a senior prefect, write a letter to the chairman of the parent teachers association telling him about the effect of this on the school and the need to provide a standby generator for the school. Okay, now look at the second question. Pause the video, look at the questions carefully, and try to attempt the question. You can attempt the question and then send it to me either through the comment section, or I will provide my email for you. Then you send it. I will look at it personally and then give you feedback, guide you on the area you need improvement, free of charge. Okay, so make sure you subscribe. And the people that are going to be, anybody you know that is going to write exam using that involve letter writing, any type of exam, tell the person to subscribe. We are bringing more samples in the subsequent videos so that everybody will be adequately equipped with videos to be able to write and get A excellent in their examinations. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe.